Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, October 17th, 2017. Hope you're having a good week. Hard to see how you could have. Markets did very little on Monday. Very narrow range, 5-6 points on the ES. Small gap up that filled on the ES and the NQs. We'll go through that in a minute. Another one of these days, it's just so flat. Everybody gets to say the market's closed at new highs again, but there's not really any trading opportunities that go along with this. You can see how small these are. It really feels like the market's exhausted and just can't figure out how to roll over. Let's go through the major indices, and then we'll look at the intraday action, and then we'll talk about what's coming out for tomorrow. So crude oil up 47 cents to 51.92. Gold loses $8.10 to 12.96 and a half. S&P cash index gains 4. Again, just barely a blip. You can barely see the candle there on the daily chart. NDX was up 22. Why not? SOX closes up 5.78. Biotech's up 6. That's a blip there. Couldn't get to new highs, though. VIX actually gained 30 cents to 9.91. Trend closes at 1.02. 10-day moving average is at 1.09. If I count back 10 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we're going to lose a low number. So that 10-day moving average is not going down anytime soon. The Nasdaq volume at 1.5 billion at the close, 1.6 with some after close trading. So one of the lightest volume days we've seen in a month. Horrible. Advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq. This is what's interesting. Negative 192. There were more stocks down than up, and on the New York it was negative 11. So just barely more stocks down than up. But still, that is interesting when you're up. Google down. Google up $1.48. New closing high. Apple up 289. Finally made a move after drifting for a while here. Amazon up 340. It's a 2-month high. Netflix up 319. That's a new closing high. That also puts it 12 candles up towards a seeker sell signal. So be aware of that. One more day up for Netflix will give us the sell signal. Tesla down 497. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, loses 9 cents to 125.76. Goldman Sachs up $3.88. Dow Jones was up 85 points. Why not? All right, so let's take a look at the intraday action. Here's 5-minute candles on the ES. And, you get this gap up. We tried to push higher for about 10 minutes, but it had a 3-point range after. It looks like a move. It's not. It's a 3-point range after 30 minutes. Then we dipped to fill the gap exactly and paused, and then we dipped over lunch. And the only reason that happens is because the Nasdaq side, here's the Nasdaq futures, had to go down to fill its gap. Literally filled it to the tick. That was the low of the day. Very technical from that perspective, and then just the slow drift. You see how small. There were some candles on the ES today that were 2 ticks wide on 5-minute bars. That is just truly, truly remarkable, and there's really not much else to comment on. Let's take a look at the economic data that's coming out tomorrow morning. We've got import-export prices an hour before the bell. Capacity utilization and industrial production 15 minutes before the bell. Treasury budget at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Tuesday.